Opening scene. A glitchy Pokemon Legends, Arceus Centro, visual, a serene view of Hisui, with Mount Coronet in the background. Suddenly, the screen glitches, flickering between the past and modern Sinnoh. King Haxorus, Pokemon Legends, Arceus introduced us to one of the most fascinating and mysterious characters in the franchise, Volo. A man obsessed with the power of Arceus, willing to go to any lengths to achieve his goal. But what really happened to him after his defeat? Could he still be alive somewhere in the Pokemon world, hidden in time itself? Visual, quick cut montage of Volo smirking, battling the player, and walking away after being defeated. King Haxorus. Today, we're going beyond Hisui, beyond the known Pokemon timeline, to uncover the fate of Volo. But I won't be doing this alone. Visual, the screen distorts again, and suddenly, a new character appears. A young man with glitch-like static flickering around him, scarlet red eyes glowing in the darkness. Max. TCH. Really? Another one of your Volo is alive theories? Come on, King, your comment section isn't gonna let you get away with that one so easily. King Haxorus. Here we go. Everyone, meet Max. He's basically the comment section come to life. He's smug, he's cocky, and he loves proving me wrong. Max, and I do it with style. Now, let's see if your Volo theory actually holds up, or if I'm about to glitch it into oblivion. King Haxorus. Alright, let's start with what we do know. After being defeated in the Temple of Sinnoh, Volo disappears. But before he does, he mentions that he will continue searching for a way to meet Arceus. And who does he leave with? Giratina. Visual, cut to Giratina flying off into a portal, leaving Hisui. King Haxorus. In Pokemon lore, Giratina is known as the ruler of the Distortion World, a dimension that exists outside of time. So if Volo followed Giratina there, doesn't that mean he could still exist somewhere, untouched by history? Max, grinning smugly. Oh, sure, let's just assume Volo waltzed into another dimension and lived happily ever after with a ghost dragon. Do you have any proof that he didn't just vanish like every other NPC in the past? King Haxorus. Actually, yes. And it's hiding in modern Sinnoh. King Haxorus. Here's where things get interesting. There's another character in Pokemon with an eerie resemblance to Volo. Looker. The international detective who appears in multiple Pokemon games but has one strange quirk. Visual, montage of Looker in Pokemon Platinum, Black, and White, X and Y, and Sun and Moon. King Haxorus. Looker has amnesia. Every time he appears, he has no memory of how he got there. What if Looker isn't just some random detective? What if he's actually Volo, trapped in time and transported to different eras with no recollection of his past? Max, crossing his arms, smirking. I knew you were gonna bring up the Looker theory. And guess what? It's got a giant hole in it. Looker is confirmed to be part of the international police. How would a guy from ancient Hisui suddenly become a cop? King Haxorus, because he didn't have a choice. If Volo was truly thrown out of time, he could have ended up anywhere, with no memory of his past. The international police could have taken him in after finding him wandering the streets with no identity. Max. TCH. Alright, that's a decent counter, but I'm still not fully convinced. What else you got? King Haxorus. Even if Looker isn't Volo, that doesn't mean his legacy is gone. We know that Volo is a direct ancestor of Cynthia, but what if he had other descendants as well? Visual, side-by-side comparisons of Volo, Cynthia, and Cogita. King Haxorus. Cogita, the mysterious woman who helps the player in Legends, Arceus, seems to know far too much about Volo's plans. And unlike him, she doesn't disappear. What if she is part of a secret group that's keeping his knowledge alive? Max. So what, you're telling me there's an underground Volo cult keeping his legacy alive? That's a stretch, even for you. King Haxorus. Think about it. Cynthia is fascinated with mythology, Giratina is still appearing in modern times, and the Celestica ruins in Sinnoh still exist. Someone had to keep those legends alive. And who better than the descendants of the man who nearly reawakened Arceus? Max, raising an eyebrow, HMPH. That actually makes a bit of sense. Alright, maybe Volo isn't completely gone. But do you have anything solid that proves he's still alive? King Haxorus, here's my final point. If Pokemon Legends, Arceus gets a sequel, where do you think the story could go? What if Volo is still in the distortion world, waiting for his chance to return? Visual, a glitchy silhouette of Volo, flickering between reality and the distortion world. Max, chuckling, so you're betting on a Legends sequel to save your theory? Bold move, King. But you know what? I kinda like it. If Volo does come back, I'll give you full credit. Until then, I'll be watching, waiting for your next theory to crash and burn. King Haxorus, that's fair, Max. But if I'm right, you owe me a full video where you admit I was right all along. Max, grinning, hey. We'll see about that. King Haxorus, so what do you guys think? Is Volo still alive, lost in time, or was his story truly over in Legends, Arceus? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want more deep Pokemon theories. Max, and if you think King Haxorus is full of it, don't be shy, drop your contradictions below. I'll be reading. Visual, King Haxorus logo fades in, glitching slightly as Max's glowing red eyes flicker in the background. King Haxorus, see you in the next one.